What a great segment of The Office, Season 2, Episode 2, regarding sexual harassment. If you have not seen it in full, then I would check it out, especially if you're interested in the nuances of sexual harassment training in the workplace. It's a humorous take on something that is very, very serious, and it does a great job reflecting our discomfort with the topic. Welcome to Dorenzo Psychology's Sexual Harassment Awareness Training. It is meant for all types of employees and occupations. Reasons you are completing this training may range from onboarding to remediating to assisting in the prevention of sexual harassment of all types. Eliminating sexual harassment allows people to operate safely and comfortably, and it maximizes their productivity and creativity, avoiding unwelcome sexual messages and hostile environments. There is no room for sexual harassment in today's occupational environments. The Me Too and anti-bullying movements have galvanized the need for greater awareness and empathy, and an intolerance for disrespect, and above all, to be tolerant toward all. Who among us would want our children, parents, friends, significant other, or siblings to be subjected to feeling minimized, harassed, and degraded? Victims of sexual harassment are someone's husband, wife, sister, brother, son, daughter, father, or mother. We know that sexual harassment training can backfire sometimes, leading some men to believe they are assumed to be perpetrators, and then even perpetrate more and or blame potential victims. They become defensive and feel they are receiving a message from their company that they need to be fixed. After training, some even make a joke out of the material or even use the material as ammunition. I hope that instead you will be moved by what you learned today and become better at monitoring your own behavior as well as the behavior of others. Needed changes like harassment policies and grievance procedures that have been established to improve sexual harassment have also sometimes increased worker disaffection and have resulted in higher turnover because some sexual harassment trainings and interventions backfire in that manner also. In this training, though, we will discuss other steps as well as the standard steps companies typically implement that better address sexual harassment, like targeting the bystander effect, using female personnel officers to receive reports rather than supervisors who are typically male, and creating a sexual harassment ombudsman or a sexual harassment task force. Let me be clear, I am not sending a message that anyone needs to be fixed, but rather that it is all of our responsibility to change the culture around the workplace so that everyone feels safe. Hopefully this training will help you say something if you see something that does not feel right, or it tempers your desire to flirt at the office, potentially helping you to avoid losing your job or being sued. Or this helps you better support a friend or family member who may be harassed. Imagine this, despite all the awareness and training that is offered today, both men and women are still subjected to sexual harassment at the same rates as the 1960s. 40% of women and 16% of men say they have experienced sexual harassment in the workplace. And false reporting of sexual harassment is still a hotly debated topic. According to the Pew Research Center in 2018, 30% of men say that false claims of sexual harassment are a major problem, while 58% of women who have been harassed say that not being believed is a major problem. If we can change our company's culture and what type of behavior we expect in the workplace, there will be fewer false claims and fewer credible claims. My name is Dr. Justin Dorenzo. I am a board-certified clinical psychologist and your subject matter expert. Let's get started, but first, I want to before we get into some of the more pedantic material, let's take a few minutes to watch two more videos. The first one involves Matt Lauer and allegations made against him, as well as a short clip not involving the workplace, but about a Georgia man pleading guilty to a misdemeanor charge of sexual battery after he slapped a female reporter's bottom during a road race in Savannah. I show you these videos so we are on the same page as to what is and what is not acceptable behavior as a society today. Some will say certain behaviors were always unacceptable, while others will say that once those behaviors were permissible. What is important is that we all know what today's rules are and what the norms are, so everyone is safe and can perform their tasks without harassment of any kind. As a father of 4 children, including 2 daughters, I am more confident than ever about my children's future safety in the workplace, now that the likes of Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein and others have been exposed.